Hello everyone, this is FDV's vladerag here to bring you another match between Ghost King and wotdefack. This is not actually going to be called a Funcast, we're just going to say it's a random one from the internet, because I don't honestly want to put listen, Ghost has had like 2 episodes in the Funcast series already. I think I'm going to... Well, okay, that is a way early drone. Where is this drone going? What is it doing? I don't know, but I do know that this drone is up to no good. Are we going to be seeing a proxy hatchery? Oh, please let it be a proxy hatchery. I love those. When they work, it's just so embarrassing. Anyway, yeah, this will not be on the Funcast series simply because, well, I don't want it to be. Too many ghosts. This is not a scouting drone. This is... What is this drone doing? Please, what is it doing? We're just gonna follow this drone for a bit. I could comment on the map, on the players, but yeah, this drone is way more fascinating because it looks like it was a scouting drone from like the very first. Where's this drone headed? Oh my god, that was a scout. For the love of God, that was a scout. Okay, listen. Useful tip. Don't scout until you started building your overlord. You don't need to... honestly, you really don't need to scout very much as Zerg versus Protoss. You can scout after overlord and pretty much get everything you need to know about, what he's doing. Like, example, look, Forge coming down. Just even seeing this pylon on the low ground is enough for you to say that this Protoss is going Forge Fast Expand, because frankly there's nothing else you can do versus Zerg with a pylon on the low ground. Not really. There's some gateway type expands, but if they just build like 6 lanes and attack you at any point, you're really screwed because you'll have nothing to defend it. I will mention that a better Forge Fast Expand is to go Nexus after Forge and then go for your cannon. It's usually safer. There is the pylon block here, which Ghost is just noticing. Not really sure why he's smiling about that. Anyway, just going to be seeing some things happen. Now, what you want to do as Zerg, if you're pylon blocked, is to throw down your spawning pool and usually take a gas. Alternatives are to take your third base as your second. Yeah, yep, there's the spawning pool. It's late, but that's the fact. I don't think Ghost has ever really learned how to deal with pylon blocks, so this that he's done it, I like indeed. We are going to see him not. Is this? Where's this drone going now? Okay, this is another scouting drone. I do like these scouting, but he seems to be scouting almost too much. Got some lag coming down. We do have the expand before Zerg, always fun. Are going to be seeing that gateway come down. Would have liked to have seen this. You see, this cannon is not in the best position because it can be hit by Zerglings. Obviously, it can't really be hit by many, but if you don't want the cannon exposed, if you can help it. And you can pretty much always help it. The cannon really should be here, or... yeah, you know what, here is probably the best choice, because you can hit the entire ramp. I'm not sure this can hit this very edge over here. It's never a good idea. Because if you can put a Ling on the hold position here, you can attack with roaches on this pylon, but then again, I don't really know if Ghost has micro or thinks like that. Anyways, that's quite possible for him to do. You are seeing a sort of low gas count. Well, high gas count, but low gas income. Again, I say a lot of things about my personal preference in casting. Yeah, I prefer to bank as much gas as possible going into my tech production, because once you start building units and structures and upgrades as Protoss, you can never have enough gas. You just can't. I mean, a lot of my friends will talk about it. It's like, you know, Vlad, you have like 80, you know, need to have like 30 zealots. What's up with that? And I'm like, well, I couldn't produce anything else. I mean, Colossus Void Ray with upgrades? No, yeah, I mean, you know, it's Colossus Void Ray Templar and upgrades. You don't have enough money for all of that and anything but zealots. And since zealots are good, hey, it works out. Now, I would like to see this gap be a little more closed. It's too wide as it is. You really want a gap of pretty much the size of that little tile there, where you want to place a zealot on hold position so that lings can't run by. As it is right now, a group of speedlings could just run straight through this, maybe lose 1 or 2, but losing 1 or 2 of 2 dozen is not really important. Once it gets in the mineral line, the damage is done. Even if the probes can kill the lings, that's not really the point. You lose a lot of mining time, you'll lose some probes, you know, and that's just not a good thing. You don't want to lose that, because Zerg, if they can get a good trade-off with that, they're going to be very far ahead normally. On the other hand, we are seeing quite the defenses here, sort of odd choice, but considering the last match, which was Funcast Episode 2, I'm not totally surprised. He'll want to move those down eventually. We are seeing a transfer, seeing a Roach Warren down. I do like that idea. Roach Warren is a nice choice. I mean, well, what's really the alternative would be Banelings, and, well, Baneling Bust actually probably would do pretty well, because you could just hit the cannon. You could literally break this as a part of the wall you break, and then run lings in, and then, you know, kills 2 birds with 1 stone. The wall is broken, and the cannon is down. So actually I've never really thought about it, but having that cannon exposed makes you weaker to a Baneling Bust. On the other hand, going for Stalkers instead of Zealots might make you stronger against a Baneling Bust, I think. Ooh, a Templar style. Now that is not something you often see. I should have probably guessed from the Twilight Council, just because that was sort of an early one, and I didn't really talk about it much. Mostly because I just did not expect Templar play out of Watt. It's much less common than Stargate or Robotics versus Zerg. Although Robotics is quickly seeming to lose favor, at least in the Protoss I talk to, simply because of the threat of Mutalisks and then Blink Stalkers. I mean, if you have Blink when they, you know, start attacking you, it just never seems to be enough. So Templar and Stargate play seems to be the way to go versus Zerg these days. I don't particularly like Templar play as much, simply because Mutalisks are just so fast. It's not even that Archons are slow. Archons are quite quick themselves. They are, oh gosh, I want to say 2.95, and yeah, that's 1.88. That's not a good thing to compare it to. But Archons are faster than, say, a Marine. I think it's a normal move speed. I'm not going to look it up. Well, you know what, I will look it up. I'm going to look it up right now. Terran units, Marauder, there we go. So yeah, the 2.25 is about the average, it's the normal speed for a unit. And the Archon is a quite fast 2.81, not 2.95. So the Archon is indeed faster than most other units. We do see quite an early third. I don't know if I like this choice. We do see Watt tend to expand quite a bit. I noticed this in my matches versus him, and his matches versus Ghost. He is a very expansive player, usually. You will notice in the last Funcast, he did expand into his opponent's natural. I mean, hey, why not, right? This is a bad place for a High Templar. Very exposed. I would love to see a few Archons. Zealot Archon, especially supported with Templar, can be a very strong combination. one Archon, just because it has splash damage, it does extra versus bio. They're very, very useful against Zerg. We are seeing a lot of pylons come down. I honestly have started to get in the habit of making pylon walls. And just walls of buildings in places. Like, definitely would wall, 1 second. Switch that to busy. I definitely would wall this. Actually, I don't even have to wall this off. There is a cooling tower there. I could drop that down. But if this was another map where said cooling tower did not exist, I would be building a wall here. I might even... probably would wall this off when I take this base. I almost think that I would probably end up walling this entire section of the map straight off. I've never actually gotten around to doing it in a ladder match, just because the games are usually a little bit fast. Whoa, that's a lot of pylons. Oh, wow, he's never gonna... wow, okay, make some Archons, dude. Just make them into Archons. Make Archons. Make Archons. Oh god, he's not going to make any Archons. Okay. Whatever. Even without the Archons, he probably still has enough... The weather ain't good. It looks like... oh... cheesy! Why is he storming his own units? Storm does not hurt buildings! Oh no! Oh. This is such a... oh god, he doesn't... you have no idea what you're doing, do you, with those? Oh. Now he's making Archons at, like, the worst possible time. Oh, gosh. Oh, that was painful to watch. That hurt my soul. That hurt my soul quite a bit. Now, anyways... oh god, you can't... Listen, you're a base ahead. I think he's got it. No, he doesn't even really have a worker count advantage. He might have more bases, but he needs more workers. And, okay, now there's some Zealot Archon. But listen, he stormed his own units. You don't want to do that. And we are now seeing Infestors come out for Ghost. Infestor, Roach, Hydra is a strong combination. A good way to transition into late game and Hive Tech. I will say that you do... oh, please don't be photon... they're photon cannons. Okay, listen. A pylon is a good idea. This many pylons is a bad idea. This many pylons and photon cannons is a terrible idea. Alright? I'm just throwing that out there. And this push is similarly a bad idea. You should have had these Archons to begin with. If he'd had a couple of Archons going in, I think he would have... ooh, yeah, look, he can't beat this. He can't even contain this. He wants to retreat as fast as those Zealot legs can carry him, or these things don't even have legs, but he wants to, yeah. I will say that Templar will be a strong choice versus Infestors, just because they can, they can basically beat them at their, well, not even beat them at their own game, and you're seeing another expansion now. He has such an army. Oh gosh, what's the army supply one? The army supply is so not in his favor, and he's expanding on top of it. Oh gosh, Ghost has this game in the bag. I don't think Watt really respects Ghost, and that's the problem, because here's the thing. Ghost might be a bit slower, might not be as well versed in some of the more, exotic cheeses, or even cheese in general. I think pretty much if you cheese him, you win. But he certainly knows how to macro once he gets to, like, mid-late game. Or rather, he knows how to build an army that looks pretty much like what somebody would get at, like, 14 minutes. But if you aren't ready for it, this is a bad idea. I mean, he's got half his supply right here. And that's just not a good... And then another expand? We're now seeing 2 base Zerg versus 5 base Protoss. I don't even know what to say about that. And he took down these rocks. Listen, Ghost is just going to rock this, I feel, especially if he remembers to get Hive Tech. Oh man. Oh, this is sort of painful. We are seeing a good deal more gateways come down. They will help him die, frankly. Yeah, he needs to pull back, gather his army into one ball, basically. Is he... How many... that's the wrong one. You know what, I'm just going to go to units. 70... Okay, listen, this is also a bad idea. You want to stop at 66. You want full 3-base saturation with these probes. You do not want a single one more because it'll start to cut in to your army production. And army is very important. Zerg does want more. Are you maxed? Oh god. Oh gosh. This is gonna be painful, folks. 50 roaches, no Colossus. He does have Storm, but oh god, is he just going to make max Archon? Please make those all into Archons. That would make my day. 10, 12 Archons. No, you've got to run. Oh shit. Okay, listen. These cannot escape because they're way too slow. Also, one other note, storms do not stack. One storm does no more. If you put a storm here and another storm on top of it, they still only do 20 damage per second. Oh no. Base trade. Okay, he has way too many Templar. There's way too many Templar, not enough of anything else. You need lots of... You want more okay, listen. You want, say, 3, 4 Templar if they've got maxed energy, because I think some of these do. With maxed energy, you can throw down so many storms. Oh gosh, there's all the... More storms. Oh, they're fungal. Oh, that's good. Oh... I don't think he can make it. He doesn't have enough units that actually damage things. Maybe he can though. Maybe he can. There goes all the Archons. They will be able to clean this up. I will say though that he didn't really. I mean, he could have just won basically versus this. That's the thing. If he'd had more Archons in the beginning, this would have been a much better choice. I'm honestly surprised he won. I have no idea why. Okay, that's why he won. Ghost has no upgrades. Get upgrades. They're important. Because, I mean, look. Just look. Yeah, you need upgrades. Especially against Protoss. He actually could win right now. I don't know why he isn't going for it. I do know now that he is now a 1-base Zerg versus a 5-base Protoss. He did not manage to kill this Nexus off or even take its shield. Well, no, he did manage to strip it of its shields. He did manage to kill some pylons. We are now going to see a ninja expand. And we are seeing, I guess that's a pylon wall-off? Look, I'm going to be honest. I don't get what's pylon. Oh my god, it's a heart. No way. No, please tell me that was not... No. Oh my god. Okay, listen, I said this would not be Funcast episode 3. I said it wouldn't be Funcast episode 3, but we're having Funcast episode 3. Okay, in the meantime, he has a complete and utter absolute advantage, even though he's nothing but frickin' Templar. Listen, it's a bad idea. Listen, okay. Storms don't stack having... Oh my god! He has 38 high Templar. This is like mad. Oh god, what's his gas income? How is he support? Oh, he's got almost more gas income than mineral income. I've never seen this before. He's able to pop out high Templar like zealots. This is unbelievable. Are we gonna see storms on buildings again? I hope we are. Oh gosh, I'm zoomed in. Oh god, the storms are dead. Oh, he's killing his own units. Oh my god! Oh god! Oh god! Okay, so the zoom in was entirely unintentional. Oh, but there are swarm hosts. Game change. He has nothing to detect, but storms don't need to detect. That's the funny thing. He can actually kill these swarm hosts just by psionic storming them. Yep, and he knows it. Soon as he sees, there he goes. He sees them. He should drop the storms on the swarm hosts. Yep, going to do it. Also, interesting note, you can use your own units and the splash damage from Archons to damage that. If you put a high Templar here, I actually was gesturing with my fingers there for some reason, don't know why. Why are you wasting this? Kill the swarm host. Anyways, if you put one with Templar here and then attack with the Archons, they will destroy the swarm hosts. Anyways, we have now seen that Ghost has a income of 40 minerals and 128 gas, as opposed to the income of several. This really should be a lot higher, but with that gas income, especially since he's just like spamming, he's just spamming high Templar. I love this. This is like everybody's dream. I'm just gonna go pure Templar style and just, oh gosh. I mean, who hasn't said, I want to go mass Templar? Oh, I love it. I love it. And he is now, I mean, look, see, this is what I mean when I say that he loves to expand. We are looking at basically less than one base Zerg versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 base Protoss, and he's still producing workers. Okay, listen, you can stop now. You can stop with the workers. You don't need any more workers. You do need a robotics bay, and you need to get your idle ones working. Okay, listen. This is bad. I don't care how many bases you're on. You actually need to have you need to have the mining. Oh god. Get them. I'm just going to tell him. I can't stand this. Get your idle workers mining. I can't stand it anymore. I just can't stand it. Ugh. Ghost needs more workers. He needs to have his workers mining and a robotics facility. I think he just wants to win with like pure high Templar. I can't really blame him because that's awesome. Oh no, you know what, he can afford this. But this is like the worst trade ever. You don't want to trade these units. This is a bad idea. On the other hand, his income is now skyrocketed to 1,000 gas and 2,000 minerals. Perhaps he just plans to bury him in zealots. However, I will mention that you can't actually support that much zealot production off of this. It doesn't matter because he's just able to produce that many zealots. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. This is basically just massive troll fest. Yeet. They're over here. Oh my god. Oh, if he storms another building, I swear to God, I don't get it. Please don't drop a storm on that. Oh god, he's killing his own units. Oh god, that hurts. What is he doing? Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Oh. I guess he just no longer cares. He just no longer cares at all. Oh, there's an observer coming out. Oh, and now he's just making sentry. This is so, in the meantime, these swarm hosts are just racking up the kills. Just like, most. Oh, yeah, well, they're dead now. Oh my gosh, what do I even say to this match? Look, it wasn't supposed to be Funcast episode 3, but I heart you too, Watt. I heart you too. Mass Templar? Oh god, I'm gonna have to give him a few tips on Templar, on how to play Protoss after this. Oh god. Why so many Templar? And use idle workers. Okay, listen, it doesn't matter how many workers you have if half of them are idle. Make sure your workers are working. People will talk about, make sure you have workers. Make sure you have production. But make sure your workers are working. And he really does like sentries. I'm not even sure why I'm casting this. I mean, we all know what's happened. Ghost, I mean, he's got bank, but... Oh my gosh. And now the probes are moving out for the attack. Not my fault. He didn't try. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, go to Probe Micro for this round. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but these guys are killing. That's such a troll. No, he got the sentries moving in. And then these course, listen, Immortals will break force field, or not Immortals yet. Oh god. I guess this is gonna be Funcast episode 3, and goodbye.